Chika, Amara, stop this nonsense right now. I said over my dead body will this wedding happen today.
On her son's wedding day, Mama Chika grabbed a broom and ran into the wedding hall. "Stop this wedding!" she screamed. The music stopped. The guests froze. The bride stood there in shock. The groom lowered his head in embarrassment. This was not the first woman Mama Chika has chased away. Not the second, not the third. For years, she had made sure that every woman her son loved disappeared from his life. But this time, something happened that she never expected. And before that day ended, she would learn a lesson she would never forget. Before we continue, please like this video and subscribe for more emotional stories and life lessons. Now, let's begin. Mama Chika lived in Lagos with her only son, Chika. She loved him more than anything in the world. After her husband died many years earlier, Chika became her whole life. She cooked for him. She washed his clothes. She made every decision for him. People often warned her, "You love your son too much." But she always replied, "There is no such thing as loving your child too much." Unfortunately, she was wrong. As Chika grew older, he became successful. He got a job. He bought a car. He rented a nice apartment. Soon, women began noticing him. The first woman was Ada. Ada was kind and respectful. When Chika introduced her to his mother, Ada brought gifts and greeted politely. But Mama Chika immediately disliked her. Not because Ada was bad, because she was afraid that someone would take her son away. A few weeks later, Ada visited again. She entered the kitchen and helped cook. The food smelled wonderful. But while Ada was busy setting the table, Mama Chika secretly poured water into the soup. When everybody sat down to eat, the soup tasted terrible. Chika frowned. Ada looked confused. Mama Chika shook her head. Maybe she doesn't know how to cook. Ada felt embarrassed. The same thing happened again and again. Whenever Ada came around, strange problems appeared. One day, her handbag disappeared. Another day, Mama Chika accused her of disrespect. Eventually, the relationship ended. Ada left in tears. Mama Chika smiled secretly. One rival was gone. A few months later, Chika met Blessing. Blessing was beautiful and hardworking. Again, Mama Chika pretended to welcome her. She began her tricks. One afternoon, Blessing spent hours cooking. The moment Blessing left the kitchen, Mama Chika carried the entire pot and emptied it into the gutter. When Blessing returned, she was shocked. The food was gone. Nobody believed her. Soon, argument started, that relationship also ended. Years passed. Women entered Chika's life and they also disappeared. Mama Chika chased them all away. Some she insulted, some she embarrassed, some of them she accused falsely. One woman, she even chased her out of the compound with a broom while neighbors watched. The entire neighborhood began talking. Who will ever marry Chika? But Mama Chika didn't care, as long as she had her son. Meanwhile, Chika was growing tired. He loved his mother, but he wanted a family. He wanted children. He wanted a wife. Yet, every relationship ended the same way. Slowly, he started noticing a pattern. And for the first time, he began suspecting his mother. One day, Chika met a woman named Amara. Amara was different. She was intelligent, calm, patient, and very observant. When Chika told her about his failed relationships, she listened carefully. Then she said something surprising. I don't think your ex-girlfriends were the problem. Chika became quiet. Deep down, he was starting to think the same thing. When Amara met Mama Chika, she immediately noticed the hostility. But unlike the others, she stayed calm. Whenever Mama Chika insulted her, she smiled. Whenever Mama Chika tried to provoke her, she remained respectful. This frustrated Mama Chika. Her usual tricks were not working. One day, Mama Chika decided to become more aggressive. She spread lies about Amara. She told neighbors that Amara was rude. She told relatives that Amara was controlling. She told church members that Amara wanted to separate her from her son. But nobody believed her because Amara treated everyone with kindness. Months later, Chika proposed to Amara. Amara said yes. The wedding preparations began. Mama Chika was very furious. She begged Chika to cancel the wedding. He refused. She cried. He refused. She threatened. He refused. For the first time in her life, her son did not obey her. On the wedding day, Mama Chika woke up with a plan. She would stop the wedding, no matter what happened. As guests celebrated, she stormed into the hall carrying a broom. "Stop this wedding," she shouted. People gasped. The music stopped. The bride froze. The groom looked ashamed. Mama Chika pointed at Amara. "This woman cannot marry my son." The guests began whispering. Amara remained calm. Then she slowly walked toward Mama Chika. Everybody expected an argument. Instead, Amara did something surprising. She knelt down. She looked at Mama Chika and said, "Mama, I am not here to take your son away." The hall became silent. and want you to be part of our lives. Tears began forming in Mama Chika's eyes. Amara continued, I respect you, Ma. I love your son. And I want us to be one family. For the first time, nobody was fighting her. Nobody was insulting her. Nobody was running away. Suddenly, Mama Chika realized something. For years, she had been fighting people who never wanted to hurt her. She had destroyed her son's happiness. She had wasted years chasing good women away, all because of fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of losing her son. Slowly, she dropped the broom. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She turned towards Chike. I am sorry. The entire hall became emotional. I was wrong. I thought I was protecting you, but I was hurting you. Chika hugged his mother. Many guests began crying. Even the wedding MC wiped tears from his eyes. The wedding continued. For the first time in many years, Mama Chika smiled genuinely. A year later, Amara gave birth to twins. Mama Chika became the happiest grandmother in the world. She spent her days helping care for the children. And every time she looked at them, she remembered how close she came to destroying everything. Love becomes dangerous when it turns into control. Parents should guide their children, not control their lives. And sometimes, the people we fear the most may become the family we need the most. Because true love does not hold people back. True love lets them grow. Thank you for watching my story till the end. Please do well to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.